This video describes an activity a coach could choose to use to support sailors to learn how to plan their strategy for the first leg of the course. To plan a strategy, sailors need to be able to identify the factors affecting the race course and then predict what the fleet will most likely do. To achieve this, they will need to be able to recognise the effects of the surrounding shoreline on the wind, know the direction and strength of the wind, be able to recognise the wind shift pattern for the duration of the race, understand the influence of tide across the course, having a start plan that supports their race strategy for the first leg. Here is an example of a training activity that supports sailors to make strategic decisions based upon what they notice. Explore the course. Set a start line and a windward mark. Position 2 marks on either side of the course, a third to 2/3 of the way up the beat. This example shows a fleet of topper sailors split into 3 small groups. As they race towards the windward mark, one group has to pass the left-hand mark to starboard, the second group have to pass the right-hand mark to port, and the third group have the freedom to sail where they choose. During the first round of the activity, the sailors noticed that the boats that went left up the beat made gains because of better pressure. For subsequent rounds, the coach rotated the groups so they all experienced having to race on the different sections of the course. Between each round, sailors were given the opportunity to discuss and share their observations with each other. By round 3, it was clear that starting at the committee boat end and having to round the mark on the right hand side of the course was not paying. Therefore, we observe a sailor executing their own solution for having to pass the right hand mark to port. They start in the middle of the line and tack straight on to port, heading towards the right hand mark in good pressure and on the lifting tack. This strategy is a success for the sailor because when they tack back to the centre of the course, they are among the lead boats and go on to round the windward mark in second place. To test the sailors' observations and strategic decisions, the coach organises a 4th round, this time without any constraints. All sailors are free to sail their own course. We follow the story of 2 boats, red and green. Both can be seen to have made deliberate decisions on where to start to support their race strategy. After the start, both stay on the lifting starboard tack, tacking once they reach the first wind shift. They then cross in the middle of the course before setting themselves up on the ley lines for the windward mark. Both boats then round the windward mark together, albeit with questions relating to Rule 18.3. Once ashore, sailors can confirm what they learnt from the activity. In small groups, they can recall what they noticed by mapping out and comparing each other's upwind courses.